Hello, friends. This is Dikshit sir. Uh, we shall be coming up with videos on the topics which shall be helping our commerce and management students. The topic which we are going to begin with is valuation of shares. Okay. Basically, shares are of two types. One is equity share and the other is preference share. Here we are going to focus on valuation of equity shares. Fine. Let's start with an example. Hope you can see the example which is in front of you from the balance sheet of Sundar and Company Limited as on 31st March 2021. The following figures have been extracted. So the share capital is given to you 9% preference share of 100 rupees each. Okay, so it is the amount is 3 lakh rupees. 10,000 equity shares of 10 rupees each and 5 rupees is paid up. See, understand the terminologies. This is a 10 rupee equity share, but 5 rupees are only paid up. Rest 5 rupees are unpaid. Got it? It's not issued on discount. This is paid up value is rupees 5. So 10,000 multiplied by 10,000 multiplied by 5. So the share capital is 50,000. Next is 10,000 equity share of 100 each. The value is 2.5 paid up amount. So 10,000 multiplied by 2.5. So it is 25,000 rupees. Okay. Then 10,000 equity share of 10 rupees each fully paid up. So 10,000 into 10. So it is 1 lakh. Got it? So these are all the shares which are been issued. Some are partly paid up and some are fully paid up. Out of those, the first is the preference shares, 9% preference share. Okay. The next is reserves and surplus. General reserve is given to be 2 lakh rupees and profit and loss account balance is given as 50,000. The total of this is 7 lakh. Along with share capital, reserves and surplus and profit and loss account, the total is 7 lakh 25,000. Fine. Now what they have given more the data and what's the question all about. Let's shift on our camera. See, on revaluation of assets on 31st March, it was found that they had appreciated by 75,000. Focus on this word, by 75,000. That means what? The assets are being appreciated by 75,000, but here in the above data no assets are given. Okay. The AOA, that is the article of association of the company, provide that in case of liquidation, preference shareholder would have a further claim to 10% of surplus asset. Fine. You are required to determine the value of each equity share, assuming that liquidation of the company has to take place on 31st March. The company is supposed to get liquidated on 31st March 21, and you are supposed to calculate the value of share. Along with that, remember this point, that preference shareholders are going to get a further claim of up to 10% of the surplus asset. So we will have to calculate the surplus asset. Okay. So now let us solve the numerical. Okay. Yes, friends. Now see, basically the fundamental, I'll just try to explain the basic fundamental for balance sheet. This is a T table of balance sheet. This is left hand side is my liability side and this is asset side. Of course, I know Nowadays company law says that the balance sheet is a vertical type of balance sheet, but just try to understand the titles over here, that will be enough for you. See, on asset side we have fixed assets, then we have current assets, and the total of these assets should match with the total with the liability side, but liability side is again divided, as this is we have share capital over here. Okay, the next is reserves and surplus, and the other part of the balance sheet on liability side, this is outsider liability. Okay, I'll write just outsider L over there. So this is outsider liability. Now what the problem in this numerically is, we want the calculation of net asset. Now how we are going to calculate the net asset? Net asset is the way we calculate is total of all this fixed asset and current asset, and from that you have to deduct outsider liability. Okay, I'll just write a formula. Fixed asset plus current asset minus outside liability gives me the net asset, but here I don't have net assets. I don't have the asset side of the balance sheet. So the other way around to calculate net asset is nothing but you are supposed to add these two things, that is share capital and reserves and surplus. Okay, so we'll go by that way. So I'll just continue with the problem. Yes, friends, let's continue with the problem example which we have started discussing. See, in solution what we are going to do is, the book value of net asset is equal to paid up capital plus reserve, which I just explained you, and it will be the total. This is the problem in front of you. See, this is all the share capital, this is reserves and surplus total, and the liability side the total is 7,25,000. So that's what I have written here. Paid up capital plus reserve 7,25,000. Okay, now what he had said, I just repeated that, that is adjusted value of net asset is equal to this book value plus the appreciation. The appreciation of 75,000 was given in the problem. So 7,25,000 plus the appreciation in the value of assets. Okay, so the total it comes to 8 lakhs of rupees. So this is my adjusted value of net asset. The next is computation of surplus asset if any on liquidation. Why so? Because he has said that the surplus asset in the from the surplus asset, the preference shareholder are going to get a 10% amount other than their capital. Okay, so here I go value of net asset. See, here this is 8 lakh which we have calculated above. So this is 8 lakhs less preference share capital. Why so? That is, you are now calculating that if the company goes into liquidation, from this 8 lakh the preference will be given to preference shareholder. So 3 lakh will be paid back. Okay, so 8 lakh minus 3 lakh. The next comes is the due for equity share capital. Equity share capital in our problem is of 3 types. See here, 50,000, 25,000 and 1 lakh. So that's what I have written here. The total of this is 1,75,000. So from this 8 lakh, deduct 3 lakh and deduct 1,75,000. So the surplus asset which you have after returning their capital is 3,25,000. Now if move on to the next point, if surplus assets, then preference shareholder will get an additional 10% of the surplus. So what we are going to do is, from this 3,25,000 you are deducting 10% of that, and that is 32,500. So we get 2,92,500. Now what is this amount actually? this is the amount of net asset after what do you say, deduction of preference equity and the additional surplus. This is the amount which remains with the company. Now this is going to be divided to the this is going to be given to equity shareholder. So now let us calculate the total amount for equity shareholders. Okay, now total amount of equity shareholders means what? How much they are going to get as their share. So first of all, see here, towards capital. Okay, now what is this towards capital? That equity shareholder are going to get 1,75,000, that is so sure. Okay, and this surplus amount which is remaining, that also is going to be shared with equity shareholder. So towards surplus this amount, and towards the capital 1,75,000. If I add these two, they are going to get 4,67,500 rupees. ये पैसा किसका है? So this amount is to be shared with equity shareholders. Okay, चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं अभी. Yes, friends, now we had that amount calculated. Now see here, you have to remember this formula. When we have shares of different paid up value, in our problem we had three types of rather two types, but there were equity share like 5 rupees paid up, 2.5 paid up, and 10 rupees paid up. Okay, so we are going to use this formula because here we have different paid up value. The formula is value of each share is equal to the amount available divided by total capital multiplied by amount paid up per share. When you do this calculation, this formula becomes very easy. I am confident you will understand that. So let's try with value of each share. Now which share? So which is 2.5 rupees paid up. Okay, so how we are going to calculate? That is 4,67,500, the amount which we had calculated just before this, divided by 1,75,000. What is 1,75,000? It is total capital. Remember, this is equity capital. 1,75,000. You can just have a look at this. 50. Okay, 50,000, 25,000, 1 lakh. So this was 1,75,000 was equity capital. This what we have written here, multiplied by 2.5. So the answer is 6.67 is the valuation of this equity share. Next is value of share, which is 5 rupees paid up. So 467,500 divided by 1,75,000 according to this formula, multiplied by the amount paid up per share is rupees 5. So the answer comes to 13.36. Okay, the next is value of each share, which is 10 rupees paid up. So it is 4,67,500 divided by 1,75,000 into 10. So the answer comes to 26.71. So this is how the valuation of share is done, and we have solved the problem. So we shall continue with such type of problems henceforth. So kindly watch our series of videos. We shall be continuing with valuation of share and then the next topics. Thank you so much. Stay well. Bye bye. Thank you.